What's going on, guys and girls? We are playing Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get all the mission tasks for the first mission called Phantom Limbs. So once you start up the mission, all you need to do is skip the cutscenes and then hop off your horse straight away, because this is where you'll find the rough diamond. It's hidden in something keep. I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's the place where you start off. You just run up to the side of the cliff on the right hand side of you, and you will find the diamond sitting right there, right near the edge of the cliff at the top. Once you got that, so that's your first mission task. So what we're going to do is we're going to head to our next mission task. The next one I'm going to show you is pinpoint Miller's whereabouts. So to do this, what you want to do is you want to put a waypoint right there. This is where you will find a document that will show you exactly where Miller is. Most people have probably already done this one because of the fact that this is how the game starts out. It actually tells you to go do this and then find Miller, but you can actually just skip and go find Miller if you wanted to. So I'm going to show you this anyway, and I'm also going to show you all of the waypoint, all of the mission tasks in one playthrough, because of the fact that I do it in one playthrough and I also get S rank, so I'm not going to skip anything. But if you guys want to skip forward because you don't want to know about this mission task because you've already found it, feel free to skip forward. I'll put a link in the description for the time stamps for every single mission task whenever I start trying to do it. So for this one, I'm just heading across to the waypoint that I've set. I'm on D-Horse. He's pretty good. He's going to give me quite a bit of speed along this area. And what we're going to do is once we get there is we are going to not even worry about trying to S-rank it. It just so happens I do end up S-ranking it. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to go through and just make sure that try and not get spotted, but we're also just going to, headshot people, anyone that's in our way, so we can just get in there and out really quickly. So the first guy you saw right there, he's actually one of the blow-up dummy kind of guys. What are they called? Decoys. So that is not usually there, but as you go through and play the game more and more, then if you go back and do some of the earlier missions, then they actually have some of the stuff that you would find in the later missions, like decoys and just equipment that you didn't face the first time you went through it. And so that is also a decoy, so you just want to make sure you don't get that one. There is a guy right there, so we're just going to take him out, and we are going to go into this building right here. And if you just go upstairs, if you turn the corner over on your right and go up the stairs right here, you'll find the little top room. And if you go in there, and on the desk on the left corner, you'll find a document telling you exactly where Miller is. So the next one we're going to do is we're actually going to extract the transport truck driver after we've done this documentation. You could probably skip this cutscene, I didn't actually try. But first I'm going to set a waypoint to extract the commander from Wakasind Barracks. So this is, the transport truck actually travels between the place we are now and the barracks that we're actually going to go extract the commander from. So what we're going to do is as you exit here, as long as you are around about doing the same timing as me, or you're in front of my timing, what you can do is you can actually wait on the road between the two villages and actually get the truck driver then. So this is exactly what I do. The truck driver actually starts leaving just as I'm leaving this area here. So what we're going to do is we're just getting D-Horse. Now for some reason, as I was running towards him, he starts running away from me, so it was kind of annoying. And we are just going to take off and head towards the barracks that we are going to go, but I actually turn around. Well, I don't actually turn around, but I actually see the truck leaving here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to wait for it. So as I'm coming up here, I just turn around and you can actually see the transport truck leaving right now. I actually heard it and I was like, is that the transport truck? And I turned around and I saw it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go up to here and we're going to leave D-Horse right in the middle of the road, because this will actually stop the transport truck. Now, every time that I've tried this, D-Horse has never been hit except for this one time. So I'm sorry if I hurt people's feelings that D-Horse actually got hit. He's actually fine. He'll be fine. But he does get hit by the transport truck, so I'm so sorry. So what we're going to do is he does stop, and what you want to do is you just want to shoot the truck once. And this will actually get the transport truck driver out, and then you want to change to your tranquilizer. You want to tranquilize him, and then you can Fulton extract him right there and then. and you will get that mission task. That will be the third mission task complete. So there we go, we extracted the truck driver, and now we are going to head on to the commander at the barracks. So this one is probably the hardest one to do. It's mainly because of the fact that there are so many guards in this area. So what we're going to do is you actually have to find this guy, and to find him, he is the guy that's wearing the red beret, is that how you call it? It's a red hat basically. So he's like the commander hat, and what we want to do is I always interrogate one of the soldiers, so on the outposts, and then he usually tells me exactly where the commander is, and so then I will be able to go in and get him. So he's usually in the barracks area, in like one of the rooms in the back section of the barracks. So you actually have to infiltrate the entire barracks. So this is the area right here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to hop off D-Horse right here, and we are going to just get a little bit of recon in, just see where everyone is. So we're going to mark this guy here, and we didn't do it quite well, so we have to do it again. And we're going to mark this guy right there, so we know exactly where he is. And there is a guy is always in this little area here, so you got to be careful about the transport truck if you haven't done it, because the transport truck will actually drive past this area. So you want to make sure that the transport truck doesn't spot you taking out a guy or interrogating a guy or something like that, or sees the dead, like a body lying around. So what I'm doing is right here is I'm going to interrogate this guy. This guy's going to show me exactly where the commander is. So what we're going to do is we're going to interrogate him. So there we go. Here is the commander right here. And now we're going to knock him out. So we're just going to strangle him until he blacks out. And we're going to leave him there. He's not actually going to be spotted by anyone. As long as the transport truck doesn't drive past. If the transport truck's going to drive past, he would actually spot it. And this is exactly where the commander is. Now he sometimes does walk around the base a little bit, so you got to be careful about that. But you should be able to find him round about that sort of area. So right here, you just go straight across to the cliff face and you'll find a crack on the wall. I actually go across and come inland a little bit. I actually was trying to find this crack on the wall and I forgot exactly where it was. So I'm just walking along here, and I'm also trying to be stealthy, and I just start forgetting exactly where I am. So if you want to shave a bit of time off this playthrough, if you want to do this again, you can actually just head straight across from where we interrogated that guy, straight across to the cliff face on the other side of the road, and you'll find a crack that you can actually climb up. This part here is just me walking in. So I was like trying to think, man, I'm pretty sure there's some place that I can get in here, and I was like, oh wait, it's back that way. Got to run back that way. Because you can walk in the front door, but you know that can be pretty chaotic. There's quite a lot of guards inside the area. So what I do is I just run back over here, and you'll find a crack in the rock that you can actually wall climb. There it is right there. And so what you want to do is just climb up it. There's also a plant right at the bottom right there. So if you didn't know where that is, that could actually help you out. It's only one plant, but each plant counts. So what we're going to do is we're just going to travel along here. I just showed you that so you could see exactly how close it was. You actually just run across the road and you're at that wall climbing spot. Then you want to just make your way up here. Some of the terrain sometimes just gets you to slip. It's kind of annoying. But continue on and you will find a few guards up here that we are just going to sneak past. There is one guard that we are just going to outright take out. So this guy there, and there's this guy there, and then just around the corner, oh wait, we've got to get this guy. So we're just marking as many people as we can. That is the commander right there. He's actually in the building. There's also a guy standing behind the camo thing. So there's another guy right here, and this guy is we're actually going to get rid of. The reason for that is you can put him to sleep. The reason I get rid of him is because if you wait a long time in the barracks, he will eventually wake up again. So I decided to get rid of him so that he can't wake up and then can't alert the others to my presence. It doesn't end up really mattering because I end up alerting them anyway. So we're just going to stash this guy over here. He's not really hidden very well, but it turns out no one really comes around this area. There may be one guard I found when I did this one time before, that the guard does actually wander through this area, so you just have to be careful about that guy. And we are just going to go through here. And it also depends on if it's a day or night. That depends on whether or not where these guys are going to be stationed. So we're just going to continue on and just scout through here. So you just have to be careful that you don't get spotted. And there are some more guys just down talking to this guy down there to the right of me. So I'm just going to mark them so you guys can see exactly where they are. Then we are just going to sneak down. There are also more people within each of these buildings. I think there's about one per building, give or take 1 or 2 people. So there's either 4 or 6 people in these buildings. There's usually only 1 in each or none. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to sneak our way down here, try not to be spotted. And eventually we are going to be spotted by one guy, and he is just going to be like, oh, I see something. And he's going to actually come out here. So what I could have done is when he was between these 2 buildings, I could have taken him out. But I decided to just wait it out. So if you guys were to be more stealthy than me, you could probably do it without being seen. And so we're just going to wait for him to come out here. And he's going to be, what did I see? Can I see anyone? And the commander is actually in the building right beside me to the right. Just right there. That's the commander right there. And you also, when you go to get him out, you also want to make sure that he does not spot you through the window, because that actually happens. That's when everything goes wrong for me here. So what we're going to do is I'm just waiting for this guy. He decided that that's as far as he's going to walk, and then he's going to turn around and go back inside his little hut. So I'm going to come around here. Now make sure that the commander is not facing towards you when you do this, because he was facing towards me when I did that. And so the glass will actually, I'm pretty sure glass will stop the tranquilizer, so you can't shoot through the glass. And if you shoot through the glass, it's going to alert the guys around you anyway. So what I do is I just pick them up, and we're going to book it out of here just by boosting it out. So just try and not get hit as much as you can. So run behind cover whenever there are obstacles between you and the guy shooting at you. Try and run behind the cover, so like I just did right there, and just keep heading up this extraction route, and you'll eventually be able to just put them down and Fulton extraction them out. I'm just going to do it right here. So we're just going to extract them out, and then you will get the task extract the commander from this barracks, and that will be the 4th task in this mission. So once you've done that, you just want to get out of this area, especially if you're being chased. You can actually just drop down one of these bits right here. I think you can probably just drop down there. I do end up seeing a crack. There is a crack that you can climb down over right in front of me right over there. I'm heading towards it, but then I end up falling down this bit, which is also very easy to get down, and you'll be absolutely fine. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to head towards Miller. He is the second to last thing that we need to do. So we just need to go and pick up Miller, and then the last thing we need to do is to, what is the last thing we need to do? Complete the mission without being discovered by the skulls. So first of all, we've got to go get Miller, so we've got to head to where he is. He was always iconed on the map. The area was always iconed, but not the exact location. But because we found the thing, we would know the exact location. We found the document earlier on. So we're just going to head down this road. It is kind of a long journey. It is an open world game, so some of these bits take a little while. I decided to not just skip through it because I wanted to show you guys exactly how long it took me to do this, and I do end up getting S rank. So if you guys wanted to kill 2 birds with one stone and get an S rank and collect all of these mission tasks, then you can actually do it. So we're about 300 meters out at the moment, so we're getting pretty close. There was a guard post back there. You can just run around it like I did by going down the little river, dried up riverbed, and then just turn up right here, and you want to hop off D-Horse somewhere around here because there are a whole lot of guys around here, and they're also alerted because of the fact that I snuck into the barracks. Because I was in the barracks and they saw me, now all of these guys are alerted. That guy's oblivious to what's happening, but some of these guys on the road are definitely checking it out, looking around, just checking to see where I am. And I do get spotted quite a few times, but luckily I decided not to tranquilize them. I just decided to take them out and just blast my way through this with headshots and with the what's it called? Reflex mode. That's it. So like the slow motion things. So that actually really helps you out quite a bit if you just want to kind of blast your way through. Because I'm trying to get S rank, I just happened to get it. I was just trying to get this as fast as I can so that this video wouldn't be too long, even though it is kind of long. I also am trying to be sneaky, but then I just decide, you know, who cares? I'm just gonna go through and get it because these guys are right around gonna spot me. So I'm just like, here we go, one guy down, and we're gonna go around here and get this guy. We're actually not going to get this guy at first. He's going to walk past, and I was like, oh, sweet. And then this guy came out, and I was like, oh, I don't want him to turn around, so I'm just going to try and get him. And I end up missing, and so that wasn't good. It's a good thing I do end up getting him before he shouts too much. He does shout a little bit, so this guy actually hears him. And so he's going to be cautious, but we're going to get rid of him. And then just continue on. There are going to be some more guys that are going to spot me as I travel along here. And we're just going to head over to Miller. Now, most of you probably already know where Miller is, especially if you've done this mission before. And we're going to continue on and just use the reflex mode to help us out. Try not to be spotted, but I do get spotted quite a bit. And Miller is just going to be in the building right in here. So we're just going to go through this door, the second door over here. There's usually always a guy guarding him, so we just want to make sure that we know where he is. There he is right there. He's out of the way, and we are going to extract Miller. So what you can do is once you start extracting him, you can skip the cutscene just by pressing pause and then, you know, skip the cutscene. There we go. So that actually saves you time, especially if you're trying to do S rank sort of stuff. Then I try and grab these things, so I was like, I'm here, why not grab them? I end up putting Miller down. This guy sees me, gotta get rid of him. Pick Miller up. And I want to get these materials right here because I needed materials at the time, so I was like, I got time to pick up some materials, and out we go. And we are just going to extract Miller out this way. Now the last thing you need to do is not be spotted by the skulls. Now the way to do that is you can actually sneak past them. I never was able to do it, but I've seen some other people sneak past them. But the best way to do it is to call down another air helicopter at a different point. Now this guy is actually one of the blow up balloon guys, the decoys, so you don't actually have to get rid of him. He's kind of just standing there being oblivious. And there's another guy just running across the road right there. I try to get rid of him, but I don't end up doing that. And then once he walks past, we're actually going to change the location of the helicopter. So what all you do is you just go into your normal iDroid, and you go to the maps, and then you go to missions, go down to helicopter, set a different pickup. You just, instead of picking up over there where he's set to, you set him over to this area. And then all you need to do is you need to run over there. Now you can call D-Horse over to you to help you out to get him there faster. I'm not sure if it is faster because you have to spend the time of putting Miller on the horse and then getting on the horse yourself. And then you have to get him off the horse and then, you know, get him into the helicopter, or you can just run across like I am now. I think getting him on D-Horse is a slightly faster option, but we weren't trying to be fast, we were just trying to get to the end of the mission. And that is all you have to really do to get all of these, what are they called? Task missions. So that's all you have to do to get all of these task missions. So that's all I'm really going to show you. I'm going to show you all the way to the end, and then I'll show you the S rank rating that I get. So you can actually see the score that you need to get. Now this is a lot lower score than a lot of other people are getting. So you can actually get S rank at this. I think I get it at 130,000 points is my S rank. So you might be able to go even lower before you start dropping into A rank, but this is what I ended up getting. And yeah, now you just have to wait for them to extract you. So here we go, these are all the mission tasks. We have completed them all, as you can see there. Not all of them were completed this time round. They always stay ticked if you've completed them before. And we are just going to exit out of the mission and wait for the extraction to happen. And wait for it to pop up, and that's all I'm really going to talk about. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys will be able to get all of these, what are they called? I always forget what these are called. Mission tasks. And here we go. Where is it? S rank. So there we go. 130,000 points. So that's all I'm going to really say for this video. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys have been able to get all of your mission tasks and S rank. And now it's time for me to say see ya, guys and girls.